I'm Aquarius James, and in this show we're going to be talking about Taurus and Uranus and what you need to know. Okay, so earlier this year the planet Uranus moved out of Aries into Taurus, and it's going to stay there for the next 8 years. Uranus transits take 8 years to go through each sign, and it takes about 80 odd years to go through the whole cycle. Yeah, it's about a lifetime cycle, Uranus. Okay, so what does this mean and why is it important? Well, Uranus rules Aquarius. And as we're moving into the age of Aquarius, whatever Uranus is doing is going to affect that whole vibe. So it's very crucial. So a quick reminder on Aquarius and Uranus themes. Aquarius is new systems, new ideas, and new technology. It's the shock of the new and revolutions, yeah? So as part of what this whole thing that's going on, we're seeing all of these revolutionary movements going on. We're seeing equal opportunities, women's lib, LGBT, all of this stuff happening. We're also seeing incredible technological advances, upgrading itself constantly. So this Aquarius age is really kicking off right now, and this is really important what Uranus is up to, okay? Now Uranus is going into Taurus. Taurus is the sign of manifestation and money. Okay, it's practical, methodical, reliable, and a little bit gullible. It's every English word with the word bull in it, even if they change the spelling a little bit. If you make something able, it means it can actually generate something, it can create, manifest something properly, correctly. So in history, we used the cow as kind of like our tractor and like a farmhand, yeah? It carried stuff around for us, yeah? It was crucial. It turns the soil. It does the hard work needed to grow things properly. It turns the soil. If you've ever turned soil, it's hard graft, yeah? So the Taurus does the hard graft to grow things properly, but it doesn't work unless it knows it's going to get something for what it works. And in this case, it's like money and food, real practical things. James Brown is Taurus, yeah? Okay, so everything James Brown sings about, that's Taurus themes. If you don't work, you don't eat. You need a sex machine. He's practical and realistic. It's also the voice, yeah, so you can hear that in James Brown and his screams, and he's really got this voice thing going on. So Taurus sun signs want to achieve things for themselves personally. They want to work hard for their money, and then they buy their stuff with their money that they worked hard for. So everything that they've done or achieved, they will think and believe, and they will have worked hard to get that, yeah. So it's really hard graft in order to achieve something. That's Taurus themes. So let's apply that to Aquarius and Uranus. What does this mean? This means things are going to be kind of slow and practical and realistic, yeah? Taurus often set off and then they have to go back and set off again because they forget something, yeah? We're not going to be moving rapidly or quickly here. We're going to be taking our time and methodically doing things correctly so that the seeds we plant are genuinely fruitful. They bring us money, they bring us food, they bring us all of these base chakra elements. Taurus is this base chakra, so it's getting your base sorted out, yeah? Otherwise you can't function. If you don't have food, you don't have clothes, you've got nowhere to sleep, you don't have your sex machine, yeah? If you don't have all of these basics, if you're not functioning at the base level, then how can you do anything else, yeah? So what we're really doing with this Aquarius and Uranus vibe for the next 8 years is setting up a really solid foundation, working on our base. So we're going to be using new technology, which is Aquarius and Uranus stuff, and we're going to be applying it to Taurus things, yeah, like making money, yeah, and growing. It's an earth sign. It's like all about earth, practical, realistic things. It's ruled by Venus. Venus is our passion and the things that we love, okay? And in Taurus it's about the physical things that we love, yeah? My clothes, my food. It's sensual pleasure. So Taurus like very much to get their massage, they like to get rubbed down, they enjoy washing and cleaning, they enjoy eating. So very importantly, Taurus is the sign of food. And if we put that into Uranus terms, there's going to be food revolutions. And we're seeing this already with just stuff like veganism going on. This is very Aquarius. There's also going to be a lot of shocks because Taurus is realistic, okay, and it's honest and truthful. And then we add in Uranus, which is about shocks and the shock of the new, and just shocks in general. And so we're going to be finding some shocks out about our food, yeah? There's going to be some shocking revelations coming out. We're going to be surprised and shocked, and then we're going to have to make some new plans. So the vibe's going to be very honest and realistic about food, and it's going to be quite shocking and brutal in some cases, yeah? People are going to be pushing other people's boundaries and tolerances. The symbol for Taurus is the figure 8, the symbol of infinity. Taurus is this self-generating energy. It can't die. It carries on and on and on. Think of the figure 8. Okay, and this is also the same shape that the sun does through the year. I don't know if you've seen these photographs where they take like a you can map the sun's movement. There's no beginning, there's no end, it just carries on and on and on, okay? So normally Aquarius is quite quick and quite shocking with its speed, but in Taurus, things are going to be slower, more methodical. The pace isn't going to be so quick, but what we can achieve will be very practical and realistic and be applicable, and it should be able to make us kind of money. This is definitely starting to happen with people becoming monetized using the internet. This is becoming more of a theme now, and it's going to get bigger and bigger. It's going to become more and more practical how we use the internet to earn money and to spend money and to donate money. So money and technology will be a big part of the journey for the next 8 years. This is going to be really exciting. This can empower lots of people around the world. Uranus is revolutions. So there's definitely going to be some financial revolutions happening. And it might not be what we think or within the paradigm that we're used to. That paradigm is kind of like reaching its peak right now, and we're all finding new ways to use technology and use the internet to like do our business, okay? Everybody is. They're saying the new people with money are the nerds and the geeks, the internet people. It's moving away from the guys with the oil. So it's going to be very interesting to see what they do with their money. Another thing that we can see going on is more of like an honest approach, a documentative, honest approach. There's a lot of talking going on because Taurus is the voice. So we see a lot of talking and realistic, honest depictions going on online. It's more about documentation. It's more about being honest and realistic. So on personal levels, we need to be taking our time. Don't expect anything quickly. And we want to be using new technology as much as possible, trying to monetize using the internet and using that technology. Taurus energy is really able to build some momentum up by taking its time to get things set up in properly. By doing the hard work at the beginning, turning that soil to get its base sorted, then once it starts to move, can really build up momentum. And anything is really possible. It's very practical, about sensual, physical existence. Taurus is the voice on the zodiac. It's an honest, verbal expression of our emotions and intentions. They describe things accurately and honestly. It's a very true connection between the self and the physical reality that we're in. And this is why their words are so powerful. If they say they're hungry and they need to eat, then they're going to get some food and fill their stomachs. If they say they're dirty and they need to wash, they're going to wash. They do what they say. There are other signs that talk for the sake of it. There are other signs that are more conversational. This isn't conversational. This is a direct communication of an intention. The other thing to remember is the power of your words. Taurus sun signs, you'll notice, they do what they say. They're very specific people, and when they speak, they're very honest and clear. So like they do what they say, okay? So they can speak something into existence. Very powerful voice to manifest. So be careful what you say and spell out what it is that you want to do clearly, and specifically, and be practical and realistic about this. Taurus is very, very realistic. They check everything methodically. It's careful and it's cautious, and it likes to be comfortable. It doesn't like to be pushed too hard out of its comfort zone. Now Uranus is all about pushing you out of your comfort zone. It's all about kicking down the borders. And when Taurus breaks down borders, it's like a red rag to a bull, okay? Or a bull in a china shop. Taurus is the sign of possessions. It's I possess on the zodiac. Taurus is the energy of how you actually acquire a possession. They understand that you need to work to get money, to get the things that you need. They understand that in order to exist, there's a cost to everything, so they're focused on covering those costs in order to do the things they want to do. It's very practical about manifesting real things in the real world, So it's all about achieving your possessions. And we all need to achieve our possessions. We all need to get money to pay our rent. We all need to get food. We all need to get clothes. This is all Taurus themes. These are all of the basics. And with Uranus and Taurus, we're going to be doing this all in new revolutionary ways, using new technology. There's going to be some shocks on the way to do with money, to do with food, and to do with these base elements. It's going to be getting us hardcore in line with the new age of Aquarius that we're really flexing hard now. I'm Aquarius James. Thank you for listening. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are you feeling this Taurus vibe? Are you monetizing already? Or are you setting yourself up for it slowly, bit by bit? This is interesting times. Thank you for listening again. Peace.